Robert Kiyosaki, the well-known financial educator and author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, has made a bold prediction for 2024. He believes that a massive financial crash is imminent, and with it, a unique opportunity for those who are prepared. Drawing on his own experiences and observations, Kiyosaki warns that the current economic situation is unlike any we've seen before, and those who recognize this can potentially profit greatly. Welcome to Money Ocean, your go-to channel for everything finance, wealth building, and the secrets of successful people. Here we deep dive into the strategies that can help you navigate the complex world of money and come out on top. In today's episode, we explore a bold prediction from one of the most influential financial educators of our time, Robert Kiyosaki. Let's dive in. Kiyosaki highlights that we are just emerging from the longest bull market in history, which began in 2011 and lasted for 11 years. This period of economic growth was unprecedented, and Kiyosaki himself took full advantage of it. Back in 2012, during the mortgage-backed securities, MBS, and collateralized debt obligation (CDO) crashes, Kiyosaki made one of the biggest fortunes of his life by investing heavily in real estate. He spent around $300 million acquiring prime properties across the Southwest, a move that paid off handsomely as property values soared. However, Kiyosaki warns that many young investors today are making a critical mistake by believing that this time it's different. They think that the rules of the past no longer apply and that the current economic situation will continue indefinitely. Kiyosaki, who owns assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, acknowledges the potential of these investments but cautions against blind faith in the idea that the market will always go up. A central theme in Kiyosaki's outlook is his deep skepticism towards the Federal Reserve. He criticizes the widespread belief that the Fed can control the economy and protect investors simply by printing more money. Kiyosaki poses a critical question: can the Fed print oil, gas, or food? Of course, the answer is no. Despite this, many people continue to follow the Fed's guidance, convinced that the situation will somehow save them. Kiyosaki refers to Jerome Powell, the current Fed chair, as channeling the spirit of Paul Volcker, the former Fed chair who famously raised interest rates to combat inflation in the early 1980s. However, Kiyosaki points out a significant difference. When Volcker took action, the US debt to GDP ratio was 30%. Today, it's a staggering 125%. Given this, Kiyosaki is highly skeptical that the Fed can engineer a soft landing for the economy, as it has never been able to do so in the past. Over the past 3 years, Kiyosaki claims to have made more money than at any other time in his life. He attributes the success to his unconventional approach to investing. Unlike most people who invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs, Kiyosaki avoids what he calls paper assets. He believes that many people have been brainwashed into following traditional investment advice, which emphasizes long-term investment in a well-diverse portfolio of these paper assets. Kiyosaki, however, sees things differently. In 1974, after returning from Vietnam, Kiyosaki noticed a shift in how people were being directed to invest. The introduction of the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA, funneled the baby boomer generation into the stock market through 401k plans. Kiyosaki watched in horror as school teachers suddenly became financial planners, leading others down a path they didn't fully understand. Today, Kiyosaki sees history repeating itself. Many baby boomers are now relying on the stock market to fund their retirement, just as Social Security faces potential insolvency. Kiyosaki finds it alarming that so many people are still placing their faith in a system that he believes is fundamentally flawed. Kiyosaki's success is largely built on his strategic use of debt. Contrary to the popular advice to live debt-free, Kiyosaki uses debt as a tool to acquire and improve his properties. He currently owns 13,000 apartment units, and by refinancing these properties as interest rates dropped, he has been able to maximize their value and cash flow while avoiding taxes on the money he borrows. Kiyosaki explains that by leveraging appreciation, depreciation, and amortization, he effectively zeroes out his tax liability on debt. This approach has allowed Kiyosaki to thrive in both bull and bear markets. When interest rates were low, he took advantage of the situation to expand his real estate portfolio. Now, as rates rise and the economy faces uncertainty, he believes he is in an excellent position to profit once again. Kiyosaki also touches on broader economic factors that contribute to his outlook. He points out that when President Biden canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, the price of oil skyrocketed from $30 to $130 per barrel. This in turn has driven up inflation, which Kiyosaki believes will disproportionately hurt the poor and middle class. He sees this as part of a broader agenda to bankrupt America, although he stops short of naming specific individuals behind it. Drawing on his experience working for Standard Oil of California, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of oil as the lifeblood of civilization. He invests directly in oil wells rather than oil stocks, which he sees as another way to protect his wealth and take advantage of tax breaks. Kiyosaki also invests in gold mines, another unconventional investment that he enjoys despite its risks. Looking ahead, Kiyosaki believes we are in the midst of an everything bubble, encompassing not just stocks and bonds, but also credit and other assets. He warns that this bubble is even bigger than the one that led to the 2008 financial crisis. However, he also sees tremendous opportunity in the coming crash for those who are prepared and willing to think differently. Kiyosaki advises caution in who you listen to, emphasizing that the ideas in your head can be both your greatest asset and your biggest liability. In a world where so many have been conditioned to follow traditional financial advice, Kiyosaki stands as a voice encouraging people to question the status quo and consider alternative strategies. As the potential 2024 crash looms, Kiyosaki believes that those who do will be the ones to profit most. Thanks for watching today's episode of Money Ocean. We hope you found Robert Kiyosaki's insights both eye-opening and valuable. Remember, the financial world is full of opportunities if you know where to look and how to prepare. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Dive into the world of finance with us, and let's ride the waves to financial success together. See you in the next episode.